Hi everyone. Let us today talk about the role of voters in a democracy. Whenever we talk about election, we understand it in terms of political parties, in terms of candidates, in terms of political leaders. And of course, these are an integral part of any election that takes place in a democratic country like India. But equally important in a democracy is the role of voters, is the role of citizens like us, because voting is a political right, voting is a constitutional right. It has been mentioned in the Indian Constitution that any person, once they attain the age of 18, becomes eligible to vote. So it becomes important for these voters to exercise this right, which is a constitutional right, very consciously. During election, what we see is election campaigns, we see debates, discussions, we see promises being made by political parties and their candidates. And during this time, citizens like us also participate in these campaigns. We also try to align with whatever the political parties are trying to bring about through their manifestos, which is fine. But more important is to take a conscious decision, to think consciously, to think about our long term goals. Because ultimately, this particular candidate with whom we are going to vote in the election is going to represent us, is going to represent our constituency and our problems. So it's important that we choose the right candidate. It is not just about that particular candidate's popularity or if we are anyway emotionally connected with that particular candidate. Of course, we might be connected some way or the other, but it is not just limited to that because we want a democratic country, we want long term development, we want welfare. So it cannot be just connected to emotions, or it cannot be just because of that particular candidate's popularity, but rather it should be that this particular candidate is a candidate who is well aware, who is well informed, who knows about who knows about his or her areas of concern that he or she have to take once he or she is elected to the particular post. All right, so it becomes important for us to identify a candidate having this kind of a background, who is well informed. So at this time, I have come up with this topic because most of the states, especially Assam, West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Puducherry, they're going for elections, state assembly election. So it becomes important for all the voters of the respective state to choose the right candidate, to choose the right candidate so that our democracy, so that our long term goals, our responsibility, our goal of good governance can flourish in the coming years. So I would like to request all the voters to vote consciously. Thank you.